Did you have any idea, like, during the filming that it was going to be as big as it ended up being?
So I'm working with Tom Hanks. He was a big movie star, so that was a good thing. Bob Zemeckis was top director, really, a lot of success. The script was good, so you got three things going for you there that give you an indication like, oh, you're involved in something that could be pretty cool. The nature of the way that story was told is you've got Forrest Gump interacting with all these different characters, right? Like there's the Jenny story, and there's the Bubba story, and there's the Lieutenant Dan story and the Mama story. And we didn't really interact with each other, all those other characters. It wasn't like we were all in the same scene. So I didn't really know what Robin Wright was doing as Jenny. I knew a couple things about Michael T. Williamson because I was in some scenes with him. But Sally Field, I didn't really know what was going on. Tom was doing all these scenes with everybody else. I didn't know what they were doing. So I didn't know what the movie was going to turn out like until I saw it.
Obviously, every movie's different, but I've heard some people that are like, I don't know what the script even is. I just show up and do what the director says, which would have been very funny from your perspective at the time, because you're showing up. All right, today you don't have any legs, and then like tomorrow you're gonna have no legs. You're gonna be clean shaven. Today you've got long hair and a beard. Like,
all right, guess I'm putting on the green socks.
No, I read the whole script. I like to know what the story is. But the nature of the Lieutenant Dan story is just these little moments. He's in Vietnam, and then he's in the hospital in Vietnam, and then he's gone. You see him in New York, and then you see him on the shrimp boat, and then it's just these little segments. So what I like about that story is the way it ends up for our veterans, right? I have a lot of Vietnam veterans in my family. I remember what that was like. I've met so many wounded folks over the years, and we want that story to be the story of success that our wounded have, right? They're able to move on from life. It's a happy ending, and we haven't really seen the story of a Vietnam veteran have a happy ending in a movie up until that point. But that is a happy ending, and we want that happy ending for everybody who serves our country.